Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video is the MSI GS66 Stealth. This is the 10SFS. So I'm pretty excited to share this one with you because this is really the ultra thin variant, and we'll see how well MSI can actually keep such a small unit cool. So let's take a look at some of the specs. Let's get to an unboxing and first impressions of this unit. Let's take a look at this unit. Okay. Of course, we got a power brick here. Let's see what we're working with. So this unit is a beefy 230 watts. It's quite a lot of power for an ultra slim notebook. Okay, so there's the unit there. Let's get this unboxed. Okay, let's open this unit up. Little contact us card. This unit here. Some manuals. The unit. All right. Wow. So this is a all aluminum design. Nice subtle etched dragon emblem. You just get that reflect off the light a little bit, which is nice to see. Just looking at it, it very much has a Razer looking vibe to it. It's got a fair bit of weight though. I'm actually surprised. I thought it would be a little bit lighter, but let's take a look and see what we're working with here. One finger open. Like that bottom though it feels really heavy, so I would expect nothing less here. Wow, and look at this trackpad. This is a very interesting design for a trackpad. Super wide. Haven't seen that before, so that's interesting. Okay, so taking a look at the unit. So we have a all aluminum lid, the deck, as well as the bottom. So that's quite nice. The other aspect is, of course, we have all this venting on the back. So we got 2 fans. I believe this unit has 7 heat pipes, so it should have ample to keep it cool. Venting along the back, around the sides as well. And the other component on the deck itself is its upward firing speakers. So that's nice to see. That should give us a decent audio playback. We of course have some venting on the top here as well. And then looking at the bezels, it's fairly thin on the corners, which is nice to see. A little bit thicker on the chin, but that's okay. And keyboard, nice 15-inch, not the full size, which I appreciate. And look at these keycaps. These keycaps are really large. So that's nice to see. So let's take a look at the I/O on this unit. So starting on the right-hand side, we of course have our audio combo port, USB-C 10 gig, 2 USB 3 Type A 10 gig as well, our killer Ethernet, a vent. Along the back side, of course, we have some more venting. On the left-hand side, we have our barrel power plug. We have our Thunderbolt connection, as well as charge port, HDMI out, and another USB 3 Type A port. All right, so let's get into the specs. Before I do, I was just looking at the color description on this unit, and while we know it is black, MSI put it that it's black, 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 black. That's quadruple black. Very, very black. So this unit, let's go over the specs on this guy. This one features a 10 750H, 6 cores, 12 threads, has 16 gigs of memory in a dual channel, as well SteelSeries RGB, per key RGB, along with a 2070 Super Max Q. It also features a 300 Hertz display, of course 1080p, no G-Sync unfortunately, and it comes with a beastie battery at 99.9 watt hour, right up to the legal limit. I'm excited to see how well that actually performs. This also comes with a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. So just powering it on, I am hearing quite the higher pitched fan noise coming off the laptop itself. It's just too high pitched, but we'll see how that fares once it's warmed up a little bit. So just taking a look as it powers up here, the keyboard does have the extra key on it. So just above the enter key as well as down over here, which is very strange. And then the function key is on the right-hand side, which I personally don't like. I prefer it to be on the left-hand side of the keyboard. So in terms of the keyboard itself, I do really like the larger sized keycaps. They feel fairly good. I do feel it's a little light on the travel, like it's just a little bit too shallow for me. But overall, the keyboard itself is fairly quiet. So when you kind of look at the keyboard itself, you have these palm rests, but the challenge is that your palm for your right hand actually has to rest on top of the touchpad. And so depending on how aggressive you are on your keyboard, I find that my palm is actually pushing down on the touchpad itself. So something to get used to. I don't personally like that. I feel like that's a miss. But I do like and appreciate how big the touchpad is. I just don't think it needs to be this big, especially when you're on your keyboard. It's not going to work that well. This does feature Windows Hello though, which I am a big fan of. It allows you to log into Windows securely, so it's nice to see that MSI has put that in. And take a look at this. The travel on the monitor is 180 degrees, which is ample amount of travel. The hinge itself is quite nice, very stable. There is a bit of flex in that screen, but not more than most notebooks. Pretty good rigidity with it. I find that's because of the aluminum panel on the back, so it definitely performs pretty well on that front. And then the chassis itself is incredibly solid. Like this thing is not moving. Like it barely has any flex on the chassis itself. Now you can hear that fan though. It's a little too high pitched for my liking. Of course, we do have loud mode. It's certainly moving a lot of air right now. So of course, the monitor, 300 Hertz, up to 100% of the sRGB. So the colors are really popping on the screen right now, which I really like. So I think it's got a great panel. However, this one doesn't feature G-Sync, unfortunately. So in terms of the cooling in this unit, this actually does feature what they call the Cooler Boost Trinity. So that's 3 fans working to keep this unit cool. It does sound like that one fan though is not turning off. So first impressions on this unit, well, it is starting to pick up a little bit of the fingerprints on the lid itself, being that it's all aluminum. So we'll see how that fares over several days of testing. So the fan is still whirring away right now. I have put the laptop into silent mode, but that fan is still spinning. So it does not sound like you can go completely stealth in this GS66 Stealth. So that's unfortunate. Maybe a driver update will solve for that. I'll see. And then the other aspect is the chassis. I am really liking the chassis. It's a little bit thicker, but overall the chassis is super rigid with the construction. So I'm really liking that. Keyboard design, just a little bit off with the touchpad. So That's one thing that I'll see if I can get used to over the next few days. I'm gonna put this thing through its paces like I always do, see what kind of aspects of this unit shine and maybe don't shine. That wraps up the unboxing and first impressions on the GS66. Looking forward to putting this thing through its paces. Of course, I'll put the link of this laptop in the description down below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. And until next time, bye for now.